or no? Just let me know. Just take your time. Young nigga, my nigga, stay on your grind.
Of the show, it's called #JustAskBella. So Claudia, do you have a question to ask me about networking, or me as a guru, do you have a question?
Yeah, what I was thinking of is because you actually operate in both the UK and the US, so New York, right?
Yes,
you go
yeah,
quite
the
often
home of
to
the
New
Big
York.
Apple.
The Big Apple, that's right. So what would you say, based on your experience, what would you say, what are the differences in between networking here in the UK, networking in the US, and what were for you the main barriers to entry in such a saturated, I'm sure it's a saturated market in the US. So.
Right. That's a really good question. So also the ending of your question, what was the barriers to market? So first off, networking is very different in the US, particularly New York. The first is they are very, very time poor. Okay. So in the UK, particularly London, we network longer. We will network for 4 hours, say from 6 to 9. Okay, that's fine. Londoners, we're all good with that. In New York, no way.
Oh, really?
You need to cut that by 50%. Cut it halfway, 2 hours. That's it. 6 to 8, and that's it. They are not networking longer than that. And you will also find that by even around the 7:30 hour, 7:45, they're ready to go. And the reason that is, not only that they're time poor, it's because they value networking so differently to us. Okay. They value how important it is to build new relationships. They value networking is important. Okay, I've already got my network, but I need to keep continuously needing to expand that. So they take networking seriously. So when they're networking, they know who they want to meet and why. They even know whilst talking to you if you're going to have a value. And New Yorkers are very hard skinned. So even if they're talking to you and they know that you're not of a value, again, because of the time poor, they don't want to waste time. That's it, they've gone. It's a bit like dating, you know, if they don't like you, that's it, gone. And in some ways, I kind of like that approach because it's direct. You know where you sit on which side of the fence, but you have to have a hard skin. And the other thing about New York,
time is money.
Exactly, you know, time is ticking, and the American dream, which I totally understand the whole definition of that American dream. And then the other thing about New York, in the way that they network different to us, they really believe in the follow-up and follow-through. Okay. If they're going to say they're going to do something for you, send you an email, or I saw this link, they're going to do that. And one aspect of their following up that I bring to London that I learned from the New Yorkers when they network, they don't just rely on one following up at Starbucks and that's it. You know, we met last week, let's have a coffee, let's have a follow-up. What they tend to do as well is have 2 follow-up meetings as well, to really, really get to know you. Yeah. So that's really important. And I think the other thing about the barriers to entry, if anybody is thinking about networking in New York, what you need to also respect and understand is the business card etiquette. Okay. So you cannot really push your business card in front of a New York networker in a networking room. You kind of have to wait for them to ask for your business card because they do see that as a bit inappropriate. Really? You know, if I'm interested in you as a relationship, let me ask for your card first. So you have to understand how to overcome that barrier as well. It's really important because it can literally damage a new relationship. And as the saying, does say,
from the beginning.
yeah, first impressions count. You can't get a second chance to make a good first impression. So it's so important that you are strategic, respectful, and understand how they're doing business, because it could make or break that relationship with that new person. And the other thing is, although New York is a dense city with, you know, millions and millions of people, the business community is quite small, you know, so you may well run into that person again.
So you've got to be careful.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Definitely. Claudia, it's been so great having you on my show, and I know you're so busy. We did plan this for a little while, but we've got a date in the diary. Thank you so much.